What's going on, YouTube? Yankee Cowboy here. Today I want to talk about the Blackhawk Omnivore multi-fit holster. Seen a lot of videos on YouTube. Not too many good explanations on this holster. There's a few things that were left out, and I want to cover that today. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Let's jump down and take a look. Alright guys, so we're down on the bench here. We got a couple of badass 1911s here. First things first, let's make sure these are clear. Mag is loaded, but chambers are empty. Hopefully you can see in there. We're good. That one's clear. Leave the mags out of the way. This one's unloaded mag, but that one's clear as well. Alright. So we'll put the magazines out of the way so the safety sallies don't get too crazy on me. Let's move the 1911s out of the way for a second here. And let's get into the star of the show here. This is the Omnivore from Blackhawk. Sorry about the glare, guys, and the lights. Got some new studio lights here that I'm trying to finagle with. But actually, that's a reflection from the fluorescent. Alright, so this is the Blackhawk Omnivore. This is the non-light bearing one. They also have one that's a light bearing for the TLR 1 and 2, I believe. Yes, TLR 1 and 2. But this is the non-light bearing model. It's claimed it'll fit more than 150 guns, and it's a level 2 retention, injection molded polymer with a rubberized coating. We'll get into that. This is just the packaging. I always like to show you guys how stuff comes packaged. The only thing that's left in here is the paddle holster. I'll talk about everything else that it came with that's already on the holster, so we'll get this packaging out of the way, and we'll get into the holster. So here it is. This is the Omnivore multi-fit holster. It's got a really nice rubberized texture on it, which I haven't had any hang-ups with running this with a shirt over it sticking to the rubber, but it does have a nice texture to it. And you got this beautiful finger well right here, so it just naturally keeps your finger right where it should be, in straight line with the trigger. So when you come out of it, you know, your finger's on the side of the firearm, and then if needed be, you get in the trigger. Alright. So this thing comes with a paddle holster, and it comes with a belt loop holster. Now, like I said, I've seen a bunch of videos here on YouTube on this holster. I don't think anybody's done it justice because they don't talk about a lot of things that are left out. Alright, number one, we all know it's a holster, so we know it holds a firearm. So we don't need to beat that horse to death. Let's talk about the things that everybody else is missing in their videos. I have the belt clip on here to run it on a belt. What nobody else tells you in the other videos is it comes with these clips, so you could adjust it for a 1.5 inch belt, or 1 3/4, or up to a full 2 inch belt. So I have it set for a 1.5 inch belt, and I have the clips on top so it rides a little higher. You could also move these clips down the bottom so it would ride a little lower. Also, there's a retention screw here for how much pressure is put on the clip that actually holds the firearm in place. Nobody seems to talk about that or these clips, and that's kind of important. So you can adjust the tension on the firearm going in and out with this here screw. And again, with the belt loops, you can adjust this. There's pretty much infinite adjustments here, which is pretty cool. Also, you get 3 different sized, this is a level 2 retention. It has a thumb release. I'm short, I got small little fingers, so I put the tall extension on. So as you can see here, it comes stock like this. So picture that gone. Just that little piece there. I put this tall extension on here so I can reach it nicely with my thumb. It comes with 2 of these clips that go on your 1913 rail, which is cool. So right out of the box, you can run 2 guns in this holster without having to take it off and put it on every other firearm you own. So you get 2 of these clips right out of the box, which is nice. And this is ultimately what holds your firearm in the holster, is these clips. And the other nice thing is none of your finish touches any of the walls. So when you put this in the holster and you lock it in, if you could see down in there, none of it touches the walls, which is nice. So you don't have to ever worry about your finish wearing from holster wear if you do a lot of presentations on the holster. Alright, let's take a look at the thumb release here. Like I said, guys, I have a small hand here, so I put the tall extension so it's right there for me. So now my finger is right where it should be. I push on the thumb release, and it comes right out. Hear that lock up? It's not going anywhere. It's in there nice and tight. It's held in there by that clip that's on the bottom of your 1913 rail here. So again, you put it in. It's a little tricky with this one. My FXH45 goes right in, but this one I'm still getting used to putting this one in and out. Let's jump over to the ATI FXH45. This is the polymer 1911. If you guys haven't seen the video on this, I've done a few videos on this one. This one seems like it was made for it. See, there's no finding it, no wiggling it around. This one's just awesome. Finger in that groove. My thumb reaches nice on that big extension I put on there. Comes right out. Nice lockup, nice and light, because this is a polymer frame. This is a polymer holster. This is a very lightweight, nice setup for a GI size 1911. I love this FXH45, guys. So I think it's a great holster, guys. Like I said, I've only been running this thing for about a week, and I've got no issues with it. A lot of people say it's good for a range holster, but you know what? I've been EDCing this for a week now, and I love it. I don't see any issues with running this as a regular holster. It's a level 2 retention. You don't have to worry about anybody snatching it if you're in an open carry state and you want to run an open carry. You don't got to worry about anybody taking it from you. That's why I run the belt loops. I'm not too fond of the paddle, especially the Blackhawk paddles. They're really big. So I'm running the belt loop one. But I think it's a great holster, guys. I think it's underrated, and I think it's a pretty good holster. So we're going to jump out for some final thoughts. Alright, so some closing thoughts on the Blackhawk Omnivore holster. I think it's a pretty good holster. I think it's a little underrated. A lot of people say, range use only, but I've been running this for about a week now. It's still fairly new, but I EDC'd it for a week, and I've had no issues with it. I could see in the cold weather with a longer jacket or states that you can open carry and you don't really care if you're printing, you can absolutely get away with running this holster. So any questions or comments on the Blackhawk Omnivore, leave them below. Love to hear from you guys. Be sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.